Your bills went up, and they stayed up. For years, the squeeze on household finances has felt like a permanent shift. You were likely told there were specific reasons for this. Politicians often point to the economic hangover from the pandemic lockdowns, or global instability and the war in Ukraine. This diagram shows the total population of Scotland. Looking at the highlighted section, the math represents nearly 1 million people. 1 in 6, about 940,000, live in relative poverty after housing costs. That means once the rent or mortgage is paid, they simply do not have enough money left for basics like heating or travel. Historically, the assumption in Scotland was straightforward. If you have a job, you have a path to financial stability. That assumption fuels the narrative that poverty is a problem reserved only for the unemployed or those relying solely on benefits. The statistics tell a different story. This infographic shows that 3 out of every 4 children living in poverty in Scotland actually live in a household where at least one person works. Having a job is no longer an automatic shield. When rent and energy costs rise faster than wages, low pay and inadequate hours leave working families trapped below the line. National averages often mask what is happening on your specific high street. When figures are grouped together, localized crises stay hidden. Scotland Counted was created as an independent tool to bypass that generalized spin. It provides exact, localized data for every area in the country. This map shows Scotland's 32 council areas. Because large-scale surveys aren't reliable at the local level, the platform uses tax and benefit records to accurately map child poverty. Shading these areas by intensity reveals how much the reality changes from one border to the next. This data is a tool for accountability. It moves the conversation away from vague national trends and forces representatives to address the specific math of their own community. This disparity is most visible in Glasgow, a city that has seen a sharper economic decline than anywhere else in Scotland. This chart shows the child poverty rate in Glasgow City. It stands at 36.1%, meaning more than 1 in 3 children in the city are living in households without enough to get by. Over the last 10 years, Glasgow's rate has climbed by 9.0 points. Compare that to the rest of Scotland, which saw a much smaller rise of 1.7 points. The gap between the city and the rest of the country is widening. To see how extreme this is, look at East Renfrewshire, just a few miles away, where the rate is only 12%. When a city's poverty rate rises 5 times faster than the national average, it indicates that the local economy, wage growth, and the benefit safety net are no longer working together to protect residents. While the macro data is vital for context, the most important numbers are the ones affecting your own home. Most published financial guides are simplified, often leaving people confused about their actual take-home pay or their true cost of living. The calculators on this site are designed for accuracy. For example, this council tax tool includes the water charges that most government notices leave out, showing you the true total you actually pay. Knowing your exact unspun numbers is the first step in understanding how the current system is impacting your life. The decisions that drive these local costs often start here, at Westminster. Your MP is paid nearly £100,000 a year to represent your interests. At the same time, your MSPs in the Scottish Parliament are also paid a significant public salary to manage local services and support. Answering your questions is part of the job they are paid to do. You don't need to be a political expert to ask why the numbers in your area are moving in the wrong direction. The platform makes this process instant. By entering your postcode, you can immediately identify the correct representatives for your area. It then generates 2 ready-to-send emails that automatically include the poverty figures for your specific community. They open in your own email app, so you stay in control of what you send. Scotland Counted turns a complex political problem into a 1-minute demand for accountability, putting the power of the data directly back into your hands.